morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for being here today and for inviting me to speak to you. I would like to introduce myself to you. My name is Sue Zwhalen. I've been an emergency room nurse for 40 years. I've cared for people of all ages in need and at their most vulnerable moments. I have insight into the needs of our aging population. No one should have to choose between food and medication. I've had patients who have had to split their pills and share their medications due to high drug costs. Sometimes they would run out of their medications and have to make visits to the emergency room simply to get a new prescription or to be treated because of not being able to have the medication that they needed for care. Their condition was so exacerbated that they needed to return to the ER. I support legislation that would allow Medicare to negotiate lower and fair drug prices. I have been a Modesto City Schools Board member for 2 terms, 8 years, twice elected. I am the mother of 6 children and the grandmother of 6. My husband Lynn and I met in high school, built his dental practice here in Modesto together, and have been married for 42 years. And we both remember Sha-na-na very well. I was hoping he'd play a little bit. My roots in this district are deep. My parents and grandparents both lived here. My grandparents had dairy farms. My mother was the secretary at St. Stanislaus Catholic Church for almost 40 years, Irene Silva. My father was a retired postal worker and a proud member of the American Postal Workers Union. My grandparents had dairy farms, one on Mays Road, and one off of Mays Road, and one on Paradise Road. I learned at a very young age to value agriculture in this community. It was a life-enriching experience for me to care for all of them as they aged. I was with them every step of the way in their long-term care. Home, community-based, and institutional coverage need to be expanded, including podiatry, physical therapy, and dentistry. They all had needs for those services as they aged. 4 of my grandparents and my mother and father.